you Ms. Shweta and Ms. Rakshana for this wonderful performance. Now,
Now I request our principal, Dr. S.P. Dhanapan, our vice of the dais. I also welcome the office bearers of Indian Pharmaceutical Association Nilgiris local branch to occupy the dais. A day without prayer is a day without blessing, and a life without prayer is a life without power. Thus, to bring out the best in us, we bring this ceremony with Tamilthai Valthu and invocation song by Miss Abhinaya and Co. I request everyone to rise up.
Invitees, press friends, fellow faculty members, administrative and supporting staff, research scholars, and dear students. A very warm and pleasant good morning. Namaskar, Vanakkam, Vandanavalu. Education is a basic necessity to realize the freedom and democracy, as said by Rajaguru Tilaka Jagadguru Rajendra Mahaswamiji, the 23rd pontiff of his vision, thought and foundation. The dream of Jagadguru Rajendra Swamiji's education for all vision was groomed well by his successor, the 24th pontiff Jagadguru Sri Shivratri Deshendra Mahaswamiji. I vote to Almighty and submit my pronouns on sincere gratitude to His Holiness Jagadguru Sri Sri Deshendra Mahaswamiji, the Chancellor of JSS Academy of Education and Research and the President of our sponsoring society, JSS Mahavadi Pita, Mysuru. Of gratitude, I pass on Swamiji's message that he has conveyed his best wishes and divine blessings to all of us for the grand success of 62nd National Farmers Week celebration. In fact, Registrar Dr. B. Manjunatha, Pro-Chancellor Dr. B. Suresh, and the Honorable Vice Chancellor Dr. Surinder Singh, today morning they called me and they all listens. High achievers spot rich opportunities swiftly, make big decisions quickly, and move into action immediately. An achiever who is an inspiration to all of us is our chief guest of today's function, Dr. Nagendra Prasad. Sir, we admire your simplicity and empowering skills. We are extremely happy and honored to have Dr. Nagendra Prasad, Professor in Biotechnology and Dean of Student Affairs and Alumni Engagement at the Sri Jai Chamarajendra College of Engineering, Mysuru, and also the former Deputy Controller of Examinations of JSS Science and Technology University, Mysuru. Heartfelt thanks to you, sir. Motivate. I raise up a hearty welcome, big and warm enough to hold you. We welcome you, sir. Looking around, I can see a good friend of mine and a familiar face at Mysuru. A long pending desire has been fulfilled today with the presence of today's President of the function, Dr. Vishal Kumar Gupta, Dean Academics, JSS Mysuru. It's great to see you here on the dais. We have a lot of success stories behind you, dear Dr. Vishal. I find Dr. Vishal has tremendous passion towards his career and has compassionate and excellent leadership qualities to raise the academics of our institutions to the next level. I am sure your vast experience, exemplary, holistic, and charismatic drive and knowledge sharing address will enlighten and nurture our students to do better in their academics. Leaders instill in their people a hope for success and a belief in themselves. Positive leaders empower people to accomplish their goals. Our presence of today's function, Dr. Vishal, is one such positive leader. We welcome our colleague from our sister concern, Dr. P. Ashwini, Associate Professor and Coordinator, School of Life Sciences, JSS Mysuru. Madam, despite your very busy schedule, you have agreed to support and participate in our inaugural event. I also extend a special welcome to our international guest of honor, Dr. Kopa Kova Theodora, Senior Research Officer at the Laboratory of Cytochemistry, Center for Research on Medicinal Plants and Traditional Medicine, Institute of Medicinal Plant Research and Medicinal Plants, Ministry of the Scientific Research and Innovation, Cameroon, Central Africa. We welcome you, Dr. Kopa. Thank you. Pharmacy Week event, a meaningful celebration for any JSSians, the celebration of real achievements of our students and their contributions to science and society. This year, it's our great moment to have Mr. Jayaprakash, who is the Managing Director, B.Pharm Consultants Koso, and he's going to be the keynote speaker, and shortly he'll be sharing some of his insights on the theme Joint Pharmacies to Ensure Patient Safety. As a proud alumnus, you have always been activities. I also extend a warm welcome to Madam Anita Ramesh, the Principal of JSS Public School, one of our sister concerns at Mysuru at Ooty, and Dr. M.J. Chandrasekhar will be joining us very shortly, who is the head of the JSS. Yes, sir, sorry, good to see you. I welcome you. And also Ms. Rajalakshmi, Administrative Officer of the JSS SLS. Thank you. We welcome you. And also I welcome Mr. Muthu Mahadeva, the Vice Principal of JSS Public School, Chittukal, Ooty. Deeply appreciable and appreciative and offer the most grateful welcome to you, all our guests and invitees. I also welcome and thank my colleagues, both teaching and non-teaching staff, for putting this event together in a great shape. A special thanks to IPA Nilgiris local branch, the executive committee, and all our members of the IPA Nilgiris local branch for their great effort in realizing the same, and also generously contributing part of the financial support for this great event. So, ladies and gentlemen, please join me to congratulate the organizing teams of the events, teaching, non-teaching staff and the students for their timely initiative and putting the events together in a better and great shape, which collectively demonstrate the teamwork of JSS College of Pharmacy, Ooty. I welcome best wishes to all the students and all the participants for your active participation. Enjoy all these 5 days, but act more responsibly. Last but not the least, my best wishes to DEXORVIANZ, the student organizers of the both B.Pharm and B.Pharm D. All the best. I am sure you put us a great show, as we already witnessed a commendable effort in coordinating this event. Bring it on. I thank once again the DEXORVIANZ for their wonderful decorations which we have done till late night, and also getting a special jeep for our selfie booth on the rental basis from the college. Phil Vinod, this jeep appeared. Hats off to you all for making this selfie booth. It's my proud moment to welcome one and all present here. Thank you. Have a great day. Jai Sri Ram. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your words of wisdom. Our guests today are a source of inspiration for all of us. So, we would like to express our gratitude by honoring them. Now, I would like to invite our principal, Dr. S.P. Dhanawal, and our administrative officer, Mr. Basavanna, and Mr. Prajwal, Assistant Administrative Officer, to honor Dr. M.N. Nagendra Prasad, Professor in Biotechnology, University of Mysore. Next, I would like to invite our Vice Principal, Dr. K.P. Arun, Dr. K. Gautam Rajan, Professor and Head, Department of Pharmaceutics, and Mr. C. Jayakumar, Assistant Professor, Department of Pharmacy Practice, to honor Dr. Vishal Kumar Gupta, Dean Academics, JSS Academy of Higher Education and Research, Mysore. Next, I would like to invite Dr. N. Krishnaveni, Professor and Head, Department of Pharmaceutical Analysis, and Dr. L. Priyanka, Lecturer and Head in Charge, Department of Pharmacognosy and Phytopharmacy, to welcome Dr. P. Ashwini, Associate Professor and Coordinator, Department of Microbiology, School of Life Sciences, JSS Academy of Higher Education and Research, Mysore.
Dr. Kanagambal, Assistant Professor and Head, Department of History, Government Arts College, Ooty, to the right.
Next, I would like to invite Dr. Varivelan, Professor, Department of Pharmacology, Dr. G.N.K. Ganesh, Associate Professor, Department of Pharmaceutical Analysis, to honor Mr. Jayaprakashan Narayanan, MD, Vinca JP Pharma Consultants, Hosur.
Upon the dignitaries to light the lamp. Thank you all. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a thrilling and electrifying announcement to make that will set your heart pounding and your imagination soaring. Get ready for an experience like never before as we, the DEXORVIANZ, unveil a sneak peek into a world of excitement.
We must be ready for a new danger. We must get ready for it. Ready?
That was definitely a roller coaster of emotions, action and intrigue. You are a living magnet. What you attract into your life is in harmony with your dominant thoughts. With this, I would like to welcome our esteemed guest of honor, Dr. M.N. Nagendra Prasad, Professor in Biotechnology, Dean, Student Affairs and Alumni, JSS Science and Technology University, Mysuru, to deliver the Chief Guest Address.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. The start was really energetic, power-packed. Bowing at the lotus feet of His Holiness Swamiji and seeking His divine blessings, I am very happy to be here with the August gathering. I got an invitation when we met a few days back in the university. I readily accepted the invitation because our relationship goes long back. I don't know whether you remember it, sir. Last time I came here was almost 10-12 years back. Then I made a phone call. That's the first conversation I had with you. I made a phone call with Professor Dhanbal sir to ask for a couple of rooms for my family to come here and stay here in this wonderful guest house. And the humility and the kindness and the softness with what you spoke, that is the same even today. You're simply great, sir. I can never forget it. And afterwards, after this, I had my first research student who was working on, I'm very sure you know Nanjangud Rasavale, the banana which comes from a geographic place, Nanjangud. My first student worked on anti-diabetic properties, extracting from important components like beta-glucosidase inhibition of that particular plant. During that time, we had second conversation with Professor Dhanbal sir, when we did a lot of work, and at some point of time, I really got stuck, where we had to do some animal studies. And that time, when I was searching where to go and do my animal studies, he came to my rescue. In fact, my student was housed here for 3 months, and he could come out with fantastic research. And this is how our relationship started. Sir, you are such a wonderful person. I'm very sure every one of you agree with it. Settle down. To begin with, the way we entered, and the video will be a very big event. So sure, I'm going to copy a lot of things from whatever I saw here from your kids today. And to be very honest, we, the ones who are from the JSS family, we all come from single family. We are very fortunate enough to have here, because we have JSS Science and Technology University, we have JSS Academy of Higher Education and Research, JSS Ayurveda, JSS Pharmacy, and the magnanimity of our JSS Mahavidyapita. And if we can make the best use of students anywhere across the world, can have so many facilities and so many avenues what we have. We are extremely fortunate to have this. Also, I am someone who comes from background of microbiology. I am a PhD from microbiology, teaching in biotechnology department. And today I have to deliver something to students who come from pharmacy. See what a combination. This is how the world is changing. There are no boundaries now. Everything is interdisciplinary. And together, I'm very sure we can all make a huge difference. And also one more thing happened, and as I was introduced, I was called as a guest of honor. When I almost reached Ooty, few minutes before touching down Ooty, I just got a call from Dhanbal sir where he said, "Sir, you are going to be the chief guest." So as a guest of honor, I thought that there are a few things which I can handle. As a guest of honor, I am someone who do not come from pharmacy background. Oh, this was really some challenge. And the people whom I am addressing are not the common people also. They are someone who are well versed with pharmacy. So I am here. So as soon as I came a little early. I could jot down a few points, and I could sum up with something about the theme of today's topic. Ladies and gentlemen, and the future pharmacists. Today, we celebrate our National Pharmacy Day with the theme Join Pharmacists to Ensure Patient Safety, which beckons us to reflect on the paramount role of pharmacists to your healthcare. National Pharmacy Day deserves a poignant reminder of the indispensable role what you people play in safeguarding patients' safety. Beyond mere medication dispensing, they stand as you people stand as a vigilant guardians at the forefront of healthcare. We all know how instrumental you people are in preventing adverse drug reactions, which significantly contribute to hospital admissions. Your expertise in drug interaction, one size fits all no more works. Especially when we are treating some lifestyle diseases and diseases like cancer, the way medicines work might differ from one individual to other individual. What works for one might not work for others. You people are armed with the knowledge of patient's genetic makeup. You can tailor medications for optimal efficacy, showcasing the evolving nature of pharmacy profession towards individualized patient care. And also during global health crisis, you people emerge as unsung heroes, ensuring the continuous supply of medications, counseling patients on preventive measures, and contributing to vaccination efforts. Your adaptability and resilience shine, emphasizing the vital role you play in times of adversity. I'm very sure who could forget the buzzword, what we have heard in last few years. What are those two buzzwords which has brought the world on the knees? COVID, yeah, of course, COVID and Corona. And for a brief moment of time, especially I keep remembering it, during the peak form of Corona, when we just tried to move out of the house one day, I had to go some distance to buy some grocery. I felt as if no one's alive in the world, right? The time was so scary that we almost for a moment thought that we might not see a shiny day again. And we could come out of it, all possible because of all the efforts which were paid by people like you. You pharmacists and life-size people, you played a humongous role in seeing the day of the light. And there are a lot of avenues in today's world with the advancements of technology like artificial intelligence and machine learning. Medicines are not restricted to one-by-one interaction. Medicines are also advised through telephonic conversation in the name of telepharmacy, which is another frontier where pharmacists provide consultations remotely, enhancing healthcare accessibility in the remotest of remote areas. This shift exemplifies how technology can be harnessed to deliver safe and effective pharmaceutical care. Yourself as healthcare partners, engaging in interprofessional collaborations, and advocating for policies that prioritize patient safety. Your role extends beyond medication provision. You have the power to shape the future of the present day insulin, whatever a lot of people do take. Especially when we talk about the present day insulin, whatever is administered, 1981 marks a significant diseases like diabetes. Anyone? As I come from the background of biotechnology, I've studied microbiology, and you people are the one who decide what the medication is, how effective it is, what the dosage should be. When we just take insulin as example, we know that before the advent of recombinant DNA technology, that is in 1981, whenever we ran short of any medication, we used to depend on, especially for an hormone like growth hormone or insulin, we used to depend on some or other animal sources where we know we had to slaughter a lot of animals to get even a single dose of cattle. That's the way things have changed. Nowadays, with the advent of recombinant DNA technology and microbiology, we can use microbes like living factories where genes can be transferred and literally every protein, whatever human beings require for survival, can be produced using one organism, that is Escherichia coli. This is the way things are changing in nowadays, which has totally changed the complexion of how medicine industry works. And when I was reading through the brochure, I could also see that you people are ranked 4th in NIRF, which is a huge achievement. And we all are very fortunate in having our visionary leaders like we have our Professor Suresh sir, who is Pro-Chancellor and also our Director Technical Education, with people with vision like him, and when we have a principal like Dhanbal sir, placed fourth. And I was talking with him that, sir, when can we expect you to be in top position? I don't say it's long that very well reached. Finally, as we celebrate this National Pharmacy Day, let's amplify our commitment. Let's all stand united to ensure that patient safety remains at the core of our collective mission. I would like to end my talk with a small quote. I quote, "In the pharmacy profession, each prescription filled is a promise made to safeguard the well-being of fellow human beings. Journey as future pharmacists, shaping a healthier and safer world for all." Thank you, madam.
I thank our chief guest for enriching our minds and hearts with those valuable words. Now, I would like to invite our guest of honor, Dr. P. Ashwini, Associate Professor and Coordinator, Department of Microbiology, School of Life Sciences, JSS Academy of
His Holiness, Jagadguru Sri Shivratri Rajendra Swamiji and Jagadguru Sri Shivratri Deshikendra Swamiji. Ellarigu Namaskara, Anaivarukkum Vanakkam, and good morning to everyone. Hope I said right, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, dignitaries on the dais, esteemed faculty members, and most importantly, the incredible students, Dhanbal sir, for inviting me here for 62nd National Pharmacy Week celebration. It's an honor to be standing in front of you and speaking to the end minds. And most importantly, I thank all of you for a wonderful and unique welcome, a traditional welcome what you have given us. So, dear students, I'm not going to. What I like to share with you is few words of wisdom with certain examples, which all of you may have heard. It's all not my words or my examples. So it is whatever the things which I have read or I have heard in my experience, which have inspired me, I'm going to share with you with small examples. So to students, first I would like to start with a small boy. A small boy was walking on a street. He was around 3 to 4 years old, and one more boy was coming from the other side with a balloon in his hand. And this boy was seeing him that the other boy was playing with the balloon, and suddenly the balloon started going up. This boy left the balloon and the balloon started going up. It went on high, went on high, went on high. So the other boy who was seeing it, he was so fascinated about it, and he was start thinking, what is it? It is making it going so up. So what did he do? He just went to the balloon seller who was there in the other side of the road, and he went and asked him, "Uncle, even I have to buy this balloon. Will this go up?" Because that red color balloon with that boy was going up in sky. So the balloon seller said, "Yes. Whether this blue color balloon will go up, or whether this yellow color, or whether this black color." So he was kept on going. He was a 3 to 4 year old kid, and he was very curious enough. And the balloon seller said, "In the sky, not because of its color, because of what filled in it inside. That is the right gas." So, dear students, we all come from a different background, different opportunities, different. So these are all the different colors of balloons, which are also important. But what is more important is what is filled inside us. So please keep in mind that what should be filled inside you to go up in the sky. So there is a saying, right? It's not the aptitude and the attitude is given by our schools or universities and even by our parents, which is very important. All of you have seen the iceberg, right? Hope everybody has seen the iceberg. Titanic. So all of you have seen the iceberg, and when you see the iceberg, rays falls on it, so it shines brighter, right? And it's so fascinating. All of you like us to see that. So that is the same, the success of the famous people. So what we see their success, we see their glory. So that particular person, we see his fame, we see his house, his luxurious cars, everything. But what we fail to see is the amount of courage, the amount of failures, what that person has gone through to achieve that success. So dear students, when you are on your way to reach the tip of the success, never forget to see the unseen. So take inspiration from your heroes, and see how hard work they have done and inculcate that in your thing and reach that success. Okay? So we all move from one place to other, right? So all of us like to travel, all of us like to go to trips, right? So even I have traveled today from Mysore to Ooty. So from Mysore to Ooty, it almost takes 3 hours, 3.5 hours, and if we take longer route, it takes around 4 to 5 hours, and if there is a traffic jam, it takes more. So usually what we say, so I would like to go to Ooty, but I hate the traveling. I don't like to travel, it's so boring. And particularly if there is a guard section, I will sleep. So I can't bear the guard section. So we keep on telling, I hate doing this, I hate this subject, I hate this particular food, I hate the teacher, I hate. So, but we want to reach that destination. So, from reaching one destination to other destination, so we all are destination addict. So even you're doing B.Pharm, so your next destination may be M.Pharm or a job in some company, and from that company to the other company. So each that destination, the journey is longer. So, dear friends, destination important, but don't forget to enjoy the journey in between, whatever is there, because that journey is longer enough and you have to go through this journey. So we all come across failures. So anybody has failed here in any exams? Nobody? Very good then. So there was a small boy who was going with his father. On that particular day, he was going walking, on which day there was examinations results which were coming up, and he was very enthusiastic because my father will be with me, and when he is with me, so what happens, he'll be getting to know the result if I am failed in anything. So you just give me and tell me, if you just tell me good morning, I'll understand that I have failed in one subject. And again, if you tell me good morning to you and your dad, then I'll understand that I'm failing 2 subjects. So within few seconds, what happens? Yes. So he got the call from his friend, and he says, good morning to you, to your dad, to your family and your friends. So that means every subject. Nobody will remember it. Even I don't remember my own marks of 10th or PUC until I take the grade card and see it. So I don't remember it. So grades, of course they are important, but don't just follow through, don't worry. There will be a second chance. But most important thing in the life is never get off that particular spark within you, which is telling you to do more and more. So you need somebody in your life to tell you that, to trigger that particular spark in you. So they will trigger in your spark, they will tell you nothing has happened, it's okay, you can do still better, still good, move on, keep on going, you can still achieve the success. So find that somebody in your life who always tells you to move on, I'm there with you, I'll be always with you. I do have in my life, I have my parents, I have my husband, and recently I have my daughter also telling me that it's okay, Mama, you can move on. What happens sometimes it will be low. So in life, guys. So that is the other important thing what I wanted to tell you. And finally, there is a small saying by particular famous person, that is Mae West. You only live once, but you do it right, that once is enough to mark your presence in the world. So you are here to bring about some change. You are here to be a catalyst in somebody's life. So change is necessary, but to do that change, you have to help yourself first. You have to take care of yourself first, and then only you can take care of others. So take care of yourself, be good. I'd like to say you that the goal is very simple. That is better than yesterday. That's it. Don't compete with anyone, compete with yourself. What you are today, just be better yourself tomorrow. So that's the simple goal. My best wishes to all of you who are present here. Be a good pharmacist and above all, be a good human being to the society. I thank Dhanpal sir for your wonderful hospitality. It's always a pleasure to be in Ooty, sir. Thank you so much for inviting me, and it's an honor to be present here in front of you. Best of wishes, students. All the best for all the week-long celebrations, and good luck. Thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am, for your valuable speech. Now, I would like to invite our guest of honor, Dr. Kopa Kova Theodora, Senior Research Officer, IMPM in CRPMT, Cameroon, to share a few words of wisdom with us.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Kopako Theodora. I come from Cameroon. I am working on medicinal plants. I search of chemical compound with anti-infectious diseases. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, once again, I am honored at this event, which marks the 62nd edition of National Pharmacy Week, which the team entitled Joint Pharmacists to Ensure Patients' Safety. Particularly today, I am happy to participate in this last one. I would like to say thank you to the principal who has kind.
Thank you, ma'am, for your words of wisdom. Great thoughts speak only to the thoughtful mind, but great actions speak to all mankind. With this, I would like to call upon Dr. Vishal Kumar Gupta, Dean Academics, JSS Academy of Higher Education and Research, Mysore.
Seeking the blessings of His Holiness Swamiji, and I bring the greetings from the leadership of JSS HR, the Pro Chancellor Sir, Vice Chancellor Sir, and Registrar Sir. My greetings to Dr. S.P. Dhanpal Sir, Principal of this esteemed college, the Chief Guest of today, Dr. Nagendra Prasad, Professor and also the Dean of the Student Affairs and Alumni Engagement at JSS Science and Technology Institute. My colleague Dr. Ashwini, Associate Professor and Coordinator of the Department of Microbiology of JSS HR. Dr. Kopa, from the Ministry of Scientific Research and Innovation in Cameroon, Central Africa. Mr. The proud alumni bestowed upon today, Mr. Jayaprakash, the MD of the Vinca JP Pharma Consultants. Dr. K.P. Arun, the Vice Principal of the institution. Dr. Vadivelan and all the other teachers, my dear students. It's a good privilege for me to be presiding over this 62nd National Pharmacy Week celebrations, which is a day-long event being conducted at Ooty. And I'm very happy to know, having hearing about it, that every time Ooty has been conducting wonderfully well the National Pharmacy Week, and unfortunately I was not able to be a part of any of the events. But somehow, and each and every activity is also done by the students. It speaks volumes of the efforts and the guidance and the leadership which is there at this institution, which is reflecting upon this organization of this month. So a big compliment to the entire team of the teachers and the leadership of JSS. Almost spotless. Everything is so well organized. Congratulations to the entire team down here which has brought about. But my job has been lightened by the chief guest today by speaking about the theme and telling what he has been able to do and how we are playing a very important role in the healthcare scenario. And Dr. Ashwini has given a couple of very nice stories to encourage you to dwell upon yourself, know your inner potential, and see to it that how you can further grow. Every year, JSS Academy of Higher Education Research, our university, has a theme, and our Pro-Chancellor sir again has put 3-layer theme for us. I don't know whether you are aware of it or not. So this year he has put 3 Ds. That is your team of DEXORVIANZ. So it is very well gelling with our theme. That's why I thought I'll just orient the students about the 3 Ds, which is being the guiding force of our university. The first D which has been put forth for us is dare. Dare to scale new heights. So it's a very important aspect which you all have to inculcate within you, which is daring. So India dared that it should do something different, and this year is very well reflected in the various activities our nation has. Many things have happened, and only this has happened. This dare came from the second D which was given to us, which was a dream. Dream is a very important word which was inculcated all in the students' mind by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. He said, dream, 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 always dream. Sir can substantiate the same. They said that you should dream to be the top 5 institutions in India. Right, sir? So all of us witnessed it at that point of time. I was also that was the dream which was there of all of us co-chancellors, that are both the institutions, Mysore and Ooty, would be there in the top 5. And the result is very well before you, that your institution has already reached the top 4. So this would not have been possible if you had not dreamed about it. So that's why it's very important that you should have the dream, and along with the dream, you should also dare, have the risk-taking ability to go and do the things. The third D which is given to all of us of the university is delve. That is delve into the endless possibilities of growth and innovation. So whatever we are
daring to do, we also have to dwell it. We have to worship it. All the time we have to think about it. Unless and until we do these things, we will never be able to achieve whatever we have dreamed and whatever we have planned for it. Everybody has a dream, right? So everybody wants to do something or other. I want to become such a big individual. MD of alumni is sitting here. I also want to lead a company. You have a principal. I also want to become a principal of an institution. So all of us have so many dreams. So that is what you'll have to work towards it. And with these 3 Ds and also your vice principal, the team, anybody can tell what's the meaning of this word, DEXORVIANZ? Because tiger symbol I saw. Tiger has many capabilities. It is fearless, it has come up as such. So, unbeatable. Okay, that's a good thing, unbeatable. So, I wish this event remains unbeatable in its approach, vibrancy, and outreach, and the entertainment value it brings to all of you. And also, the JSS College of Pharmacy, Mysore.
Thank you, sir, for your thoughtful words and 3D methodology. Appreciate the hard work and performance of students who have made us proud. To acknowledge their efforts, I would like to hand over the podium to Dr. R. Shanmugam, Associate Professor, Department of Pharmacognosy, to announce the award.
Good afternoon, one and all. On behalf of Dr. Shanmugam, R, myself, Dr. L. Priyanka, would like to give the event list. So, International Conference on Indigenous Knowledge and Technology Transfer at Ethiopia was held About 56 universities, chancellors, pro-chancellors and World Health Organization delegates have been actively participated on 27 December 2023. The following faculties were resource persons. Now, I request dignitaries of the dais to hand over the certificates to resource persons. Dr. S.P. Dhanbal, Dr. N. Krishnaveni, Dr. Shanmugam Ramaswamy, Dr. K.V.V.S. Narayan Reddy, and Dr. D.L. Priyanka. Event number 2, free medical camp was conducted at Sincona village, Dodabetta on 24th September 2023. About 100 tribals have been screened for medical checkup with 2 doctors, and it was Dr. K.P. Arun, Dr. Shanmugam Ramaswamy, Dr. L. Priyanka, Dr. Deepa Lakshmi M, Dr. Ponnushankar S, Dr. Shrikant Jupudi, and Dr. Raja Muhammad H. Number 3, International Conference on Exploring the Potential of Ayurveda in 10 countries. Now, I request the dignitaries to hand over the certificates to organizing committee members and the student volunteers.
The following are the organizing committee members: Dr. Vishal Kumar Gupta, Dr. S.P. Dhanbal, Dr. R. Shanmugam, Dr. D.L. Priyanka, Dr. Satyanarayana, Mr. G. Ramu, Ms. Priyadarshini, Ms. Mamta, Dr. Deepa Lakshmi, Mr. Jay Kumar, Dr. Nagaswamy Venkatesh, Mr. Vivek, Mr. Gautam, and Mr. Ranjit. Also the student organizing committee, Ms. Lahari Priya, Ms. Mrunalini, Ms. Yamuna, Mr. Sai Akhil from B.Pharm D, and Ms. Niti from B.Pharm. Now I would like to call upon the prize winners of the International Conference on Ayurveda Day. First, from the faculty category, the first prize is won by Dr. Satyanarayana Reddy. The second prize is shared by Dr. Gomati Swaminathan and Dr. B. The third prize is won by Dr. Krishnavini N. Won by Ms. Lahari Priya. The second prize for the student category is shared by Ms. Yamuna K, Ms. Neeru Duggar and Mr. Vishnu Kumar. Now I would like to call upon the student volunteers, Ms. Yamuna K, Ms. Lahari Priya M, Ms. Nurani G, Mr. Logan Raj, Ms. Hima Zubair, Mr. Mohammad Tamiz, Mr. Patil Amit, Mr. Sai Akhil, Mr. Mika Isaac, Mr. Pillai Pujay, Mr. Pradiksha M, Mr. Someshwaram S, Mr. Sanjay V, Mr. Balaji M, Mr. Abhilash Menon, Mr. Yogesh V, Mr. Kalyash Kumar, Mr. Daya Shankar K, Ms. Rakshana Shivkumar, Ms. Prithvi J, Ms. Amruta Suresh, Ms. Kartika S, Ms. Samrita V, Ms. Ritanya JM, Ms. Anusha J, Ms. Tushita S, Ms. Shriya Prakash, Mr. Ayan Mishra, and Mr. Sean Lopez.
Once again, congratulations to all the winners. To be inspired is great, but to be an inspiration is an honor. So now I would like to invite Dr. B. Babu to introduce our keynote speaker, Mr. Jayaprakash Narayanan.
Pranams to the lotus feet of His Holiness Swamiji. And what a moment by an alumnus, to introduce an alumnus, Mr. J. Prakash. So a small introduction about Mr. J. Prakash. Mr. J. Prakash Narayanan, M.Pharm, MBA, MS, PGDA, and he's done his PhD. He's currently doing his PhD now. At present, he works as a Chief Technology Officer, Quality at Gravity Pharma Private Limited, Hyderabad. And also, he is an entrepreneur and MD of Vinca Pharma Consultant, Hosur, India. Prior to his assignments, Mr. J. Prakash Narayanan worked as Director, Vice President, in various positions at Milan, Ahmedabad, AMF Herbal, Germany, and Apotex, Bangalore. As a plant head in Glenmark Pharma, Goa, Cipla,
Goa. He started his career at Dr. Reddy's Hyderabad through campus placement from this own place from where he's sitting now. With this small introduction about Mr. J. Prakash Narayanan, I invite you to give the talk on the theme, Join Pharmacist to Ensure Patient Safety. Kindly, sir.
Thanks, Babu. My sincere thanks to Swamiji, Pro Chancellor Dr. B. Suresh, our Principal Dr. Dhanapal, and my seniors, my teaching faculty, non-teaching members, and other administrative officers in this college. To everyone, I would like to submit my sincere thanks. And I would like to add a special note to my soulmate, my partner, my mentor, who made me to be here and mentoring the last 27 years. She's my wife, Janoris Vinka, who graduated from here. With her mentorship, I'm here. I would like to thank to her, though she's not here, and because of other commitment. The topic for the current year on the Pharmacy Week celebration is to ensure patient safety, join pharmacist. I'd like to emphasize the word ensure, because we all are pharmacists, or you all are budding pharmacists. There are research scholars and faculty members. Each one is contributing or going to contribute to the society in different field. How the pharmacist role will make a difference in mankind to provide a safe medicine or to be safe or the patient safety. Related to that, if we take the word of ensure patient safety, like you all going to play an important role once you come out of the college, or somebody already may be playing a role. In that, I'd like to take a few examples during this talk, and I am from a background of manufacturing of pharmaceuticals. The manufacturing of pharmaceuticals has different departments, which includes discovery division, formulations development, analytical method development, or manufacturing, testing, packaging. These are all the different departments. In that, how a pharmacist role can or will improve going forward in terms of patient safety. If you look at today in India, about more than 10,000 pharmaceutical manufacturing companies are there who are manufacturing a medicine, and today we are called to the world pharmacy. We are the pharmacists to the world in many ways, including the United States of America, who is the major consumer of medicine from India. About more than 52% of medicine in US is manufactured from India. For that, out of 10,000 manufacturers, only 2,000 manufacturing companies are complying to the standard and supplying those medicines. In that area, if you look at our role, a significance can play. Like example, why only 2,000 companies are able to meet up to those standard, and why not the remaining 8,000 companies can supply the medicine to United States? I'm taking example only United States, because if you keep taking every country, it will take a lot of time. And I'm just making a difference here with the role of pharmacist, because in world today, everyone knows, if you look at the regulations, there are few regulations are very difficult to comply or little tough to comply, and their expectations are very stringent. In that, one of that is United States of America's Food and Drug, US FDA, what we call, is one. So if we take each one of our role, how we can contribute to make the remaining 8,000 pharmaceutical manufacturers also to be competent manufacturer to supply medicine to United States of America, yes, we can. As an entrepreneur, we'll have an ambition both. Yes, I need to serve to the mankind. Also, I need to make profit at the end of my business. Otherwise, nobody will be able to do the business, right? At the end, when you do any service, you need to be compensated with something that's called profit, right? Otherwise, you can never do any kind of social service for lifelong. Maybe possible to do sometime, especially during the COVID. I was part of this posaconazole 1 medicine manufacturer, where we were to manufacture by not keeping the machine for a minute idle, because people are dying for not having that kind of black fungus disease, and we need to. So there, as a pharmacist, we worked for 3 days. We have not seen the sunrise and sunset. Have to work because there are shortage of manpower. Government has put a lot of regulation where public cannot move around on the road because of contagious disease, the corona pandemic. How a pharmacist can contribute. Likewise, we can, but not lifelong. So coming to the point, how the pharmacist can be different and how we can make every Indian manufacturer to be a part of global pharmaceutical market to pick the medicine from here. Yes, we can. If you look at Dr. Raghuvanshi's recent speech about 3 days back, he did mention that yes, the current day's requirement is the compliance. If we are compliant to the laid down regulations, what already been made available by each of the state drug control authorities, we also can be. But unfortunately, for various reasons, it was taken for task. Now the country has taken a very firm step. You all may be aware, like the timelines were given. Those manufacturing units who are the size of about 200 crore rupees turnover have to bring the compliance to the WHO norms within 6 months, or if your organization size is less than 250 crore, 1 year is the timeline which is given. It means if you have obtained a GMP compliance certificate, you have to comply to the WHO Geneva standards, otherwise the manufacturers will be made to shut. It means the moment when each one of the pharmacists start playing the role, why that non-compliance comes. If you look at manufacturing industry, it is like a self-disciplined where each one of us has to play our role. You all might have taken a pharmacist oath when you joined in the pharmacy. I don't know whether nowadays ragging exists or not. For various reasons, it is not good thing, I would say, because when we all started our pharmacy, we have undergone ragging. Some of my seniors are here. But that helped us to be disciplined, first thing. And second thing, taught us many things, how to behave in the college. Because we all came from a very rural part. We don't know, and it's like something you saw the world first time, started behaving as we want. And there are rules set to the juniors in those days. I'm telling in 1993, where how we have to walk when we are going to the college, how we have to respect the seniors, how we have to respect the faculty members, and even when you go to the mess, like how we have to behave. Those kind of things were set. Those are all, why I'm telling here means, those days, those ragging, though it was not a physical ragging, but it's a kind of a mental for about 6 months that helped us to shape up our mind. And that discipline is what needed in the industry today, which is missing because of various reasons. Each one is busy and everyone is busy with the mobile. Even when the machine is running at about close to about 4 lakh tablet per minute it's producing. A minute if the tablet goes wrong, the tableting machine goes wrong, there may be few thousand tablets will be defective, but every tablet cannot be tested, and we do the random sampling. Based on the random sample compliance, we release the batch to the market of 6 million tablet as a batch size. There, if a pharmacist who supervises the manufacturing activity failed to do his duty, or if he is overlooking possibilities of mistakes reaching to the patient and the wrong tablet or an ineffective tablet, what we call as SISPQ, safety, identity, strength, purity, and quality. This all has to be combined in a tablet when we are sending to the tablet to the patient. But he is having a tablet in hand, but having a doubt whether will it be safe, will it be efficacious. That opportunity, why we have to give? Because of mistake a pharmacist may make or may overlook. That means intentionally and unintentionally. But if the pharmacist is a little cautious, the word of ensure, the word of patient safety can be compliant. I didn't make any presentation intentionally. The reason is I also came from your position, like sitting in back bench. don't like to see too many slides, because nowadays every classroom is filled with lot of presentations and slides, and lot of informations are made available in the web, and you all are familiar about it. I'd like to share a few of the examples how a small mistake in the manufacturing industry can make a big impact. I don't know how many of you are aware about the field alert report in United States of America. We are the responsible manufacturer to determine the product shelf life. Based on 6 months product accelerated stability data, we calculate or extrapolate and then derive the product shelf life can be of 18 months or 24 months. FDA does not ask why you go for 24 months or why not 12 months. It is my calculators based on the accelerated stability data. I am determining the shelf life. Yes, it's fine, and then FDA grants the license. But once the product put into the market, it's supposed to be stored into the desired storage condition. For various reasons, at pharmacies, the temperature are not maintained because United States is having a widespread geographic area, and the climatic conditions are differ. Unfortunately, if that product not stored in that particular condition, still as a manufacturer, we are held responsible to take a call if it does not meet to the specification till the last day of expiry. Then what we need to do, if any query raised or a complaint raised stating that the product what you have supplied is not effective, not meeting to the quality standard, as a manufacturer, first thing we need to notify to the FDA and the distributor called FAR, Field Alert Report. In that, not proved that the product is really deficient or product is not meeting to the requirement. Still, as a manufacturer, we are having that responsibility to investigate and prove. Until then, the product distribution has to be kept on hold. Let us assume for some reason the product what was found to be ineffective or not meeting to the standard is having a kind of suspicious in our control sample what we have stored in the manufacturing unit, tested, and then it is giving a kind of an indication, yes, there could be a possibility. Immediately the first report what we sent to the FDA is, US FDA, yes, we would like to go for the class 3 recall, that is at a distributor level, wholesale level. Then FDA determines further how intense this product or how dangerous this product if it is consumed by a patient. Then FDA comes back and say, no, you have to go to the class 2 recall, which is up to the pharmacy level, or sometimes up to the patient level, that is class 1 recall. Imagine a pharmacist who might have done a small mistake in a 6 million batch compression, failed to supervise or failed to maintain the compression machine parameters. In between the compression run, few tablets might have run with a less compression tablet weight or might be of more hardness that would result in not releasing the drug in the dissolution when it is needed, could have gone into that bottle, and then that might be a genuine case in the market. As a result of that, we have to recall. Just given an impact of that recall, if we manufacture that 6 million tablet, the manufacturing cost for that 6 million, including the CCPC, conversion cost and then product cost, might be close to about 10 lakh rupees, but we invoice it to about 40 lakh rupees, and then the recall cost could be of about 5 crore rupees. Think about the safety. If I am having that medicine, or my wife or my children is having that medicine, how bad I will feel about the manufacturer. At the end, the pharmacist is the responsible, but we all forget, we blame the company because company has collected the money and then they sold the medicine, and then we scream about the company saying that they did not give a right medicine to the time when I am needed or when my wife needed. Because as a family, we have a lot of emotional attachment. But think why that pharmacist was overlooking that time. Because it might be his situation. I always say one word when we enter into a factory every day. Like when you are entering to the gate, leave your heart at the gate, work with your mind. Work effectively the available 8 hours and utilize your knowledge and available procedures so that you do your duty perfectly, and leave the gate at 5 o'clock. By leaving your mind, carry your heart. so that you balance your personal and professional life, spend your remaining time with your family, so that the next day your family will be happy to send to the factory, so that you will work for the next 8 hours effectively. That is more than sufficient. Every day we request, currently the organization where I'm working, we have about close to 1,200 employees are there, and difficult to gauge each one's mindset, how happy he is or how concentrating in his duty. But we believe out of the 1,250, more than 800 are pharmacists. We believe those pharmacists give respect to the oath what they have taken on the first day when they entered into college. If each one of you as a budding pharmacist or the pharmacist play a role, yes, if I can, I will do a right job. Doing the right thing at the first time is most important in pharmaceutical industry. You all know, like this blazer, if it goes wrong while stitching, always possible to check before we buy or before it has been distributed to the retail shop. But each medicine is difficult to test. You all very well know most of the tests are destructive type in nature, and if you keep testing the whole batch, nothing will be there to send to the market. Hence, the pharmacist role are so important. We may be little playful saying that what can go wrong. Let us go with the procedure what my fellow colleague who has already done it. Sometimes he might have done a mistake, but you have an opportunity to stop that mistake at your turn. Can I play that role? Can you be able to be a whistleblower? Because right now we are associated with one of the leading FDA supported, FDA recommended consultant called Lackman. The Lackman consultancy is the #1 consultant in USA, who all are ex-FDA investigators joined together. Whenever a company who found to be violated in significant way of the rules and regulation, FDA stops their exportation of the medicine to United States and from India, and they issue an import alert. But they give a recommendation saying that you hire a competent independent consultant and assess, and then you come back to us for a reinspection or to supply medicine again. So FDA has indirectly recommending such kind of a leading consultant like Lackman, Paraxel, M&M, these are all the few to name, where most of them are ex-FDA investigators. Because they are busy or they are very expensive, not every company are not affordable in India. Currently, I'm assuming that you all may be aware that in the month of September 2023 in Ahmedabad, there is a company called, I don't want to name the company, they were sterile and oral dosage manufacturers of oncology medicine. You know that a person who is suffering from a cancer, if he or she don't take the medicine, her life will be at question mark. In those products, the quality of medication found to be a question mark and proved to be ineffective or proved to be not meeting to the standard. In that company, Lackman has indirectly hired us, and then we are working with our own team, and there we could able to see lot of violations. Please read, there are 27 pages, 483 observations published in the public domain about FDA on 3rd September 2023 about that particular pharmaceutical company. For that, today the company might be spending not less than around 200 crore rupees to Lackman Consultancy for the remediation action for the next 18 months. If you look at who are the responsible for that, can we blame the owner of that company, or can we blame the regulators who come to inspect and then give the findings? Whom to blame? Not both. Each one of the employee who were working there have to take that responsibility. But unfortunately, each one come with an calculated time of 8 hours I have to work, something my boss will tell I will have to do. No, for that we don't require a pharmacist. For that any skilled machine is good enough, or skilled human being is good enough, or an artificial intelligent computer is good enough. But why a pharmacist is required? Why most of the manufacturing industry is giving importance to the pharmacist is, yes, he will play or she will play a value added role to ensure that system is followed. It has been produced in a compliant manner. When there are any concern, they will become a whistleblower, and they will escalate the problem at the right occasion. By seeing a problem, if I overlook, then at the end, if I say that something could have gone wrong, but I don't know, what is the use? Hence, how other healthcare professionals are so important for the mankind or humankind, the same way the pharmacists are very much important, because today our lifestyle is so different. We don't do much of life the way our parents or ancestors or the grandparents have lived. As a result of that, we all become dependent to this medicine. Those medicines are discovered or formulation developed or manufactured by most of them are pharmacists. Not all, because there are other professionals are essential to discover a medicine or to formulate a medicine and to test and then or develop a method. In that, pharmacists play a vital role. Let us make this theme more lively by adapting that to our mind. When you go out to start your career, either way, whether into teaching or into manufacturing industry or into discovery field, think your role is so important. Discovery of a medicine, you all know, may take about not less than 13 to 18 years time to obtain a final approval to launch that discovered medicine, or a formulated product to prove equivalent to an innovator product and launch. It may take roughly about 2 to 3 years time. During this time, many of the research-oriented pharmacists will contribute, or while manufacturing of medicine, there may be many pharmacists who will be playing the role. During that particular role, how each one can support this current year's theme of joint pharmacists for the safety of patient, to ensure the safety of patient. And I expect each one of you to read that pharmacist oath once again before you sit for a campus interview, or really you wanted to enter into industry. It is not a commodity industry where you can take a chance or you can try. Those opportunities are not there, because we consume some part in time some medicine. That medicines all are manufactured by somebody, not somebody. It is our fellow colleague, our seniors, who could have played a good job to produce that quality medicine. That is why today I am believing and taking that medicine, expecting that as this medicine will cure or it will prevent a disease. If I am taking that medicine with that hope, why not me give that hope to the other people who will consume this medicine today? Because today roughly we produce about 10 million tablets per day in our current responsibility. Even though we are not there 24/7 in the factory, we take the ownership. We are responsible. Even though we are not there in the factory, we are not standing behind all the 17 compression machine which produces the product. We are not standing next to that machine, but still we are taking the responsibility. How? With the system, with the procedure, following the procedure. Whenever there is an audit, you all how face an exam. Sessional means maybe little. Mainathan sir is here. Mainathan sir's habit is those days, what you do, like you will conduct a sessionals or before that class test. We were class of about 100 students. Display the notice board on the notice board. Difficult to get 2-digit mark out of 100. But it used to be so embarrassing. At least let us try next time to get at least 2-digit mark. That was the initial struggle when you all came from a regional language, because we all came from Tamil medium to pharmacy. So understanding class itself was tough. Those kind of painful situation was there. How we afraid of the exam on those days and struggled to pass in those exam. In the manufacturing industry, something called audit. It is very, very tough, because we don't do the right job always. Somewhere someone might have done something which is not supposed to be the way it should have been done. As a result of that, what happens? When an auditor finds it becomes a non-compliant. When the non-compliant is categorized as a critical or impacting, yes, that may become a showstopper. So not to make that impact, how each one of us can join together and take an oath and let us support this humankind to reach this medicine in a very safe way. For that, let us assure. My sincere thanks to this organizers of this pharmacy week and the students might have worked day and night for this event to become successful today, the inauguration, and each one of you will be waiting for the next 7 days to celebrate and enjoy. I know, I can feel that vibe in you all. Have that time. It is a one-time opportunity for all of you, especially the organizers and then the guest or the outgoing pharmacist. Enjoy this moment. Yes, nowadays the atmosphere is very transparent, open, and then you all having a lot of freedom, and have a nice time in the next 1 week. And my best wishes to each one of you, and good luck for the Good Pharmacy Week to on-go. Good luck. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for those insightful and enlightening words. Struggle ends where gratitude begins. With this, I would like to request our Vice Principal, Dr. K.P. Arun, to convey the vote of thanks.
Very good afternoon to one and all. At the outset, I submit my humble pranams to the lotus feet of His Holiness Jagadguru Sri Shivratri Rajendra Mahaswamiji, and seeking the blessings of His Holiness Jagadguru Shivratri Deshikendra Mahaswamiji. I thank the organizers for having given me this wonderful opportunity to propose the vote of thanks in one of the memorable function of this academic year. First and foremost, I would like to thank Dr. Nagendra Prasad, our chief guest of this function. We all know that National Pharmacy Week celebrations are the core student activities, and I believe as the Dean of Student Affairs, you fit well for this wonderful event, sir. Thank you for having accepted our invitation and being with us today here. I would like to thank Dr. Vishal Kumar Gupta, who presided over this function, my good friend, and one of the members of the young leadership team at JSS Academy of Higher Education and Research. As our principal has mentioned, we could able to see the transition of Dr. Vishal from the faculty to an administrator. Thank you, Dr. Vishal, for having accepted our invitation and representing the university here in this function. Thank you. My sincere thanks goes to Dr. P. Ashwini, Associate Professor and Coordinator of Department of Microbiology, for sparing her time with us and given wonderful thoughts to the students. Thank you, madam. My sincere thanks also goes to Dr. Kopakova, Senior Research Officer, Ministry of Scientific Research and Innovation, Cameroon. Thank you, Dr. Kopakova. I hope you are going to be here for the next 1 month, and you will be invited as a guest of honor for many more functions. So please be with us and grace all the occasions. Because this is the second time I am thanking her for being the guest of honor within the last 2 days. Thank you, Dr. Kopakova, for being with us and accepting all our invitations. Thank you. Yeah, it's a proud moment to thank my own junior, Mr. Jayaprakash, our proud alumnus. During his, when he mentioned about ragging, he just looked at me, but it is only a coincidence, nothing more than that. So thank you, Jayaprakash, for having accepted our invitation. And it's always proud to have our alumnus who are successful in various walks of their lives on this platform. Because as students, we have shared this stage at different levels. And it is always good to see, as a keynote speaker, to see our alumnus. So in that context, at least for the last 1 decade, we have this practice of inviting our own alumni to deliver the vote of thanks. It is a kind of alumni engagement as well. So, thank you, Jaiprakash, for a wonderful keynote address on the theme of joint pharmacists to ensure the patient safety from the industrial pharmacist perspective. Because when people approach this title, people look at from the practice point of view. But you have totally given a different dimension from the industrial pharmacist point of view. Thank you so much. I'll be failing my duty if I'm not thanking my beloved principal, Dr. S.P. Dhanapal, who is the backbone for all these functions. I'm sure whoever works under his leadership can survive anywhere in any position. I mean it because he adapts the changes in a very smooth way, and he also teaches us to adapt the changes in a smooth way. To make a mention for today's function, as our Dr. Nagendra Prasad has already mentioned, we have fixed Mr. Bojarajan, the chairman of Hitakal Tea Estate, Kotagiri, as a chief guest for this function. But due to his ill health, he could not join us. If someone else in the position of organizing, there would be a sort of tension, fear, what to do, all those things. But our principal is very cool. He just made a call and said, anyway, sir is not coming, so we are making Dr. Nagendra Prasad as the chief guest. And as it was acknowledged by Dr. Nagendra Prasad also, it was informed to him at the last moment, and then everything went on order, everything went on well. So that is the capability of leadership that Dr. Dhanapal has. Thank you, sir, for all such wonderful guidance and support you gave to us. I would like to thank my own teacher, well-wisher, mentor, Dr. M.J. Chandrasekhar, head JSS School of Life Sciences, Ooty, for his gracious presence in this meeting. I would also like to thank the principal and vice principal of JSS Public School, Ooty, for your gracious presence. I thank Ms. Rajalakshmi, Administrative Officer of JSS School of Life Sciences, Ooty. My special thanks goes to the Indian Pharmaceutical Association, Nilgiris local branch, all the office bearers, President, Dr. Vadivelan, Secretary, Dr. J. Ganesh, Treasurer, Dr. Kalirajan, and all the office bearers for the wonderful support you always give for celebrating the National Pharmaceutical celebrations. As Principal has mentioned, not only the administrative support, but also the monetary support which the IPA is generous to give for this wonderful celebration. Thank you, all the office bearers of IPA Nilgiris local branch. My special thanks to the committee members of the National Pharmacy Week celebrations, the cultural committee and other organizing committee and other committees. Again, a special thanks to the IT team. For all your information, this entire program is on live in the YouTube for the next 5 days. We know how much tremendous efforts are needed for making it possible. My special thanks to Mr. Jayakumar under his leadership, to the IT team for all the wonderful support. I thank all my faculty colleagues, non-teaching and supporting staff, all the students, research scholars, Pharm D interns for having gathered here in big number and making this inauguration of 62nd National Pharmacy Week celebration a grand success. Thank you. I would like to take this opportunity to thank our well-wisher, a good friend of all of us, Mr. Periyasamy, who is the proprietor of Naturals Spa and Saloon. So please find out him. So whenever you go to Naturals Spa, you can tell to them that we know your proprietor. Thank you, sir. Anyway, yeah. That's what I was supposed to say. I don't have any work there, so it's not. Anyway, thank you, sir, for being here. My sincere thanks to the Karuna sound system for making all this wonderful audio system. We have seen them, our lightings, audio, they have taken care of all these things for the last 3 to 4 days. They are continuously working day and night. Thank you, Mrs. Karuna sound system, and the Vijaya photo and videos for making it possible to stream online the program. Thank you, sir. Last but not the least, my heartfelt thanks goes to the organizers of 62nd National Pharmaceutical Celebration, DEXORVIANZ. I think they require a much more loud round of applause. Because every year these pharmaceutical celebrations are getting more and more bigger with respect to the level of celebrations. So thank you, DEXORVIANZ. We have been witnessing your untiring efforts for making this event a grand success. Always a good start is half finished. So I hope we had a wonderful kickstart of this 62nd National Pharmaceutical Celebrations. Thanks to DEXORVIANZ. I also take this opportunity to thank the print, electronic and visual media who are always supportive to all our activities and bringing all our activities to the limelight. Thank you all. With this, I conclude my vote of thanks, and I request all of you to join for the lunch. The lunch for the students are arranged in the respective hostels. I request both the day scholars as well as the hostless students to have your feast lunch at the respective hostels. I request all the dignitaries, staff, faculty, guests to join for the lunch in the lawn just in front of the auditorium. This year, again, you know, we are all promoting the millets a lot. So, principal has introduced Kambanjoru. I don't know how to tell it in English, so I am telling it as Kambanjoru and Kottapaku, Kolundu Vettala. So it's going to be a real feast lunch. Please enjoy your lunch and come back at 2 o'clock to witness the cultural programs. Thank you, one and all.